How about a little treat, guys? Maybe this will be a little boring for you. I'm in between appointments, so I got some time to kill. You always see pictures of my buffalo chicken dip, so I'm thinking, why don't we just maybe show what I do? I mean, it's going to be unorganized, loud, annoying. I'm going to make a mess because I'm a govon. But sometimes I use grilled chicken that I made. Sometimes I use the chicken in the can. Looks like tuna fish. That chicken in the can, it's disgusting if you eat it straight up. It just tastes vile. But I don't have any. But if you put it in buffalo dip, it's phenomenal. But these are on sale. I bought a bunch of these bags of chicken. So this is what I'm going to use today. I put these in this food processor. It's awesome. This is nice. So these are already seasoned. One's rotisserie, one's grilled. So these already have a nice little seasoning to them. You see that? So I pretty much put as much as I can get in there. And people always say, oh, what do you put it on? What do you put it on? I eat it straight up, or because it looks like tuna fish when I'm done. Or what I do is I put on a plate next to my other food and I dip my meats in it. Oh, I'll take some Genoa salami and I'll make my keto taco. So, you know, it's not a dip when I'm done. It's like a tuna fish consistency. So that's what happens. So basically this chicken is seasoned. Look at the colors on that thing. Seasoned. So it's beautiful. Grilled chickens, they were on sale, otherwise I wouldn't buy this crap. But again, usually sometimes I just use chicken that I made, grilled chicken, beautiful chicken, or in the bag or in the can, doesn't matter. Cover your ears for a second. I like to first grind this up a little bit. You know, I need a new cooking channel. Cooking Keto at Keto Diesel. On the Food Network. On the Meathead Network. That would be good. I love this contraption. I gotta show you this contraption I got the other day for videos. It's phenomenal. You can also hang it on your neck at night. Or walk around like the track or the treadmill and talk with it. So, this is pretty much what I bring it down to. I don't want it pureed, but enough. It almost looks like couscous or whatever. So it's a good consistency. Then from there, oh, I messed this one up. Let me see if this is messed up. Yeah, so what happened is, I got a bowl for this. So the blade came out, and when the blade comes out, it's not going to work. So I just got to take a little pit stop here, empty out the chicken, and put the blade back. Oh yeah, I'll show you the chicken again. You see? So it's like, almost looks like cauliflower rice when I'm done with it. I'll put it back in here. Now, at this point, I add in, so I got this Friendship cottage cheese. I'll probably use half the container, 8 ounces, so it'll be about 8 grams of carbs for the entire recipe, 3 grams of fat, 32 grams of protein in half of this. This is ridiculous. So this is more of my PSMF friendly macros. Sometimes I make a nice high fatty one, but what I like to do is I like to create a nice base, almost like I call it the tofu of buffalo chicken dip, because I can always add fattier stuff later. Like sometimes I'll take this and I'll put it in the microwave with a couple of pieces of real pepperoni or real bacon and melt that. So you should always make it the low fat one, because you could always add whatever fat crap you want to it. If you start out already fatty, then what do you have? You can't take the fat out. So, you know, start out. This is the foundation for anything, okay? So start out with the lower fat one, and then add whatever the hell you want to it later, you know? But it's funny, because I made PSMF with this ridiculous fat-free cheddar. I made it last year for the Super Bowl party. And all my normal friends that don't eat like I eat loved it. Like, no, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, it's like almost fat-free. They were like, this is great. So they don't mind it. So normal people don't mind it. So I put in, you know, half of this crap. And then from there, you know, sometimes, I don't know, I use this fake ranch. I don't have any blue cheese. You really need this I have the powder because it's basically no fat. This has no fat, it's Walden's, but this is more so not just for flavor. You need a little liquid, which I'm going to get from the hot sauce. I might not even use this powder. I have this really cool garlic parmesan popcorn seasoning. Oh, man. This thing is phenomenal. No carbs, nothing. So I add that. I'll add the hot sauce later. I'll show you how much I add. All right, so it needs more liquid. So basically, I'm going to put more of this stuff. Usually you use like a half a cup of real ranch. But again, I'm making this PSMF friendly. And now I'll probably add the good stuff. I have like half a bottle left of this generic crap that I found for like $1. Take off the little thing on the top, the little thing, so I can pour it out. Let me get rid of the comments so I can see what I'm doing. All right. There we go. There we go. So look at this, baby. Whoa, drink up. Oh, I think the recipe calls for like half a cup. I put at least a cup or more. I'll do this and then I'll do more in a little bit. Now the magic. And sometimes you got to get in there with the spatula. That really helps. Yeah, we should take a commercial break. I need sponsors, guys. All right. All right. Now we got it. Woo, baby. Oh, I can't. Some fell, but I can't eat it because I haven't eaten yet today. It's not my time. Oh. You see? That's the stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It'll clean your sinuses right out. Put it back on. Ooh, don't mess it up. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I don't know. You know what? I could probably add another bag of chicken, just for the hell of it. You know, you know what? I'll save that chicken for something else. So now, lately I've been putting in pieces of turkey pepperoni. The real pepperoni is phenomenal, but I've been putting in this. Yeah, just for an added kick. It's more protein, you know. It's good. It's just more protein, you know. But when you add the real pepperoni and you bake it, oh, when the oil melts, it's ridiculous. I did bring some legit fatty stuff. So I got some gorgonzola cheese because I don't have any blue cheese. I just want it gives it a little kick. You know, for the whole recipe, you're talking about hardly any grams of fat. So it just gives it a little kick. How can I open it? Oh, you can never tell if it's bad because gorgonzola is bad. It's rotten cheese. So I put a little chunk in there, maybe like 1 tablespoon. What is that, about 9 grams of fat. And then I throw in the fat-free cheddar, which I'm also going to top off later. When I put it in this bowl, I'll top it off later with more cheddar and more pepperoni. Because you bake it for like 20 minutes, 400 degrees in the oven. I don't know why. I mean, you don't really have to, but oh, yeah. You know what else we need? We need more hot sauce. Oh, let's go to town. Woo! I feel like those guys on Emerald kick it up a notch. Bam! Keto Emerald Diesel. All right, here we go. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Let me just unplug it to show you this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. This, to me, this tastes, it's like the duct tape of food. It's like bacon, what they call the duct tape of low carb, but this is like, it goes on everything. You know, if you're eating PSMF and you think you can't eat those macros because it's so boring, and dude, PSMF changes everything. It makes, between buffalo chicken dip and like protein pancakes and sludge and isopoofs, PSMF tastes better than standard keto days. It's like my friend John Prano yesterday, I put him on PSMF. And he's like, bro, this is so easy. It tastes so great because everything I'm eating tastes great. The buffalo, the isopoof, the protein sludge. He goes, this is better than my standard keto days. All right, so I take that now. I think I'm good. And I'm going to put that. Let me get over here so I can see if you guys are saying anything. So I'm going to put this bad boy. Oh, God. It's like pudding. So I put it in this bowl here. You know what? You don't have to, but I spray it just because sometimes it burns. This is olive oil spray. I used to use coconut oil, but it's a pain in the ass in the winter when it gets hard. So just a little bit of that. Buffalo chicken dip, Dorothy. Jeff, you can ask whatever you want. The chances of me seeing them is slim to none, buddy. Because I got to go back and forth. Hold on. Oh, look at that. I got the cover of the buffalo dip. Hot sauce. So I'm putting this in. Can you see this? You can see it. So I put it in this little Pyrex plate, dish, whatever we'll call it. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I get as excited over buffalo chicken dip as I do as those ice creams the other day. This stuff is just so good. You know, you really don't know. Once you know, you know. You know? Oh, my God. I'm drooling thinking about it because anything you add this to, it just kicks it up a notch. I throw this inside my omelet sometimes. And, wow, when it comes out, the eggs, it's just so good. I'll dip maybe some pepperoni in here. I always put like a half a cup on a plate, no matter what I'm eating, and I just dip my meats in it. It doesn't matter. Or I'll put it in a bowl. I eat it straight up. I'll put it in a bowl. Maybe I'll throw in some real pepperoni and maybe a real cheddar cheese, not this low-fat chemical shit, and let that melt in the microwave. Oh, it's so good. Well, normally I'd be licking this, but I haven't eaten today. It's not my eating window. And I'm such a anal son of a bitch that I can't break that habit, so I can't eat this right now. You know, if my grandmother was here, she's off the boat Italian. She loves spicy stuff. Like ghost pepper, to her is nothing. This is great. So, this is what it looks like. Look at that. So what I'll do now, throw some pieces of pepperoni on top, just for decoration. Put the oven on about 400, like 20 minutes. I mean, and then you take it out after 10 minutes. Stir it up a little bit, throw it in for another 10 minutes. So, I already put cheddar cheese in the mix. I'm going to put some on top. I don't know. I mean, this is how I used to do the original recipe with the real cheese. But I do the same thing with the low-fat version. Basically, that's it. It goes in the oven. Like I said, I'm going to put it at about 400 for, I don't know, 20 minutes. And right around the 10-minute mark, you're going to want to take it out, get a fork. Not a spatula, a fork, and just stir it around, because you'll see that you really need to do that. You'll see it bubbling. I think I got everything. So, yeah, it's a ton of protein. It's, you know, some spices. It tastes so good. It really is like the condiment of life. I love this stuff. I mean, this is the equivalent of ketchup for toddlers. I mean, for me, it's so good. But, you know, you can always make the real one, and you can use full-fat cheddar. You can use a block of cream cheese. That's the real way of doing it. You can use ranch or blue cheese, doesn't matter. Real cheddar, real pepperoni. But I like to make it as that base, the lowest fat calorie base ever. You can always add to it. You know what I'm saying? If you start out with 300 calories in a teaspoon, you're pretty much screwed. So I start out and it's, you know, it's like 85% protein. You know, and then I can pretty much do it with as I please. Let me show you the remaining. I can't even see a damn thing. So that's it. You know, I should have cleaned it better, but I didn't. Yeah, dude, I add more hot sauce. It's like, I was never a hot sauce person, you know, and it's like getting into keto, it got me into the hot sauce. Let's see what else. Let me see if you're asking anything I missed. So again, the recipe that I use, I take the traditional recipe. It's on the back of every hot sauce bottle. Like, not this one, because this is Ghetto from like Acme. It's their store brand. But if you grab a Frank's hot sauce, it gives you the recipe right there. I'm sorry. Frank's hot sauce will give you the recipe on the back of the bottle. So with this one, you can either use grilled chicken that you cook fresh like I normally do, or in the bags, these are on sale, or in the can, which is disgusting unless you make it with this recipe. I can't eat those canned chickens unless it's in this recipe, because buffalo sauce hides any bad flavor. So I add half of this container of 1% Friendship cottage cheese. So you're talking, I just added 32 grams of protein and only 8 grams of carbs and 3 grams of fat for the whole recipe from this. Okay, so that's not much. You're talking another 4 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 9 grams of protein from this. This has no fat, it has 2 carbs, 9 grams of protein. So you're talking about a handful of carbs and fat that are in this recipe, because everything else is just, oh, you know what? I added the real gorgonzola, so there's another 10 grams. So you're talking maybe 20 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, but I got like 25 servings in here. So it's really nothing. These things are great. This is 2 fat, 1 carb, 18 grams of protein. I added 3 of these bags. But I love it. I mean, you're really going to like it if you add it to your omelet or your meaty mountain. Like I said, I'll take some Genoa salami and just throw it in there. I always heat it up. But like I said, I'll heat it up. I'll throw in some real pepperoni in it. I'll chop it up. Maybe a piece of already cooked bacon and then some real cheddar. Mix it around. Oh, man, when that melts, it's like fettuccine Alfredo. Let's see what it's doing in here. Not that you're really going to see much. Let's see. So in about 10 minutes, I'm going to take that out and I'm going to mix it up. Got to use a fork. Don't use a spatula. Use a fork. And then I'm going to put it back in for another 10 minutes. Then I'll just let it sit. And you can always add more to it later on when you're done. But I haven't eaten today. So I always end up doing this bullshit when I haven't eaten. It's like torture. But it doesn't really bother me. I don't get hungry. I get annoyed that why couldn't I do this later? But I end up always prepping when I'm fasting, because what else am I going to do? I already worked out this morning. I'm going back and forth between my home office downstairs. I already met clients for work. Now, when I say clients, you guys are like, what do you mean clients? I don't have keto clients. I don't have personal training. I don't do that. I coached. I never meet these people unless they're my local real estate clients who are also my coaching clients for keto, or my local friends and stuff. So when I say I'm with a client, it's always real estate related. Like I just listed a house. So the word client is always related to real estate. I have clients online that are coaching. That's another story, but I don't ever really meet them unless they happen to be around. But a lot of my real estate clients become my coaching clients because all we do is talk about this. So I don't even have to promote myself on the internet. And my real estate clients are loaded. So, and they're happy to pay me. And I won't even tell you what they pay me because you're not going to believe me. You think I'm just making it up. So let's just, whatever number you think it is, triple it. Okay? But I get them the results, And then I'm really overwhelmed, so I can't really take any new clients. That's why Jeremy, who does everything I do, dude, Jeremy is my boy. So if someone really needs coaching, just reach out to Jeremy because his workload's a little lighter. My real estate is ridiculous. And also working on adding new products. I'm up all night, talking to some guys that are in the manufacturing companies that work all night like me too. So until all these 5 or 8 new supplements I'm adding are done, then I can relax and have more free time. But Dr. Tracy sent me this blueberry. This is part of the giveaway, the ketones. This is the ketones or probiotics. She has a patent, I think, patent pending for that. 2 billion CFUs, and it's blueberry. Huh. So you know me, I'm not a ketone person. I don't believe in that. I don't think you need it. Some people like it. But I take these after my carb up because it's actually like putting a fire extinguisher on a fire. Because after my carb up, it's the only time I ever get hungry. And even I'm friends with Anthony, the guy who owns this company, so I'm friends with him. So he sends me this. This is nice. It's the same thing. It's chocolate sea salt. So I'll just take a cup of water and I'll microwave it, and then I'll put this in there at night, the night of the carb up. So at night when I finish up the carb up, I have one. In the morning, I'll have one of hers because I like to take my probiotics in the morning on an empty stomach. But yeah, so I mean, that's how I do it. So it's pretty simple. Do you have to use this blender shit? Absolutely not. The way I used to do it, take a fork. My carpal tunnel was killing me, so I use that machine. It's phenomenal. I got that for $25 on Amazon Prime Day or something like that. I love that thing. You can put anything in there. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so let me see any questions. Yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You can use any chicken you want. Canned chicken, grilled chicken you made ahead of time, bagged chicken, which is what I usually use because they're always on sale, like 2 for $4. Real pepperoni, fake pepperoni, whatever you want. Turkey pepperoni. You can add ranch. You can add blue cheese. It doesn't really matter what you add to it. But like I said, this stuff is real good. Garlic Parmesan. This is the popcorn seasoning. This stuff is so good. Oh my God. When I drink my bouillon powder, I add some of this to the powder. I guess I'm breaking a fast because it doesn't have anything in it. but there's always something in it. It doesn't really freaking matter. So I'm always breaking my fast with infinitesimal amounts of calories. But yeah, and this is like the Acme brand. It's always on sale for like $1. Same thing as Frank's hot sauce. So I usually use a whole bottle because I use half of that and half of this. That's not the recipe. The recipe is a lot less. When I open this oven, the smell, it burns you. It burns your nose. But it's good. It's good. So let's see where we're at. We have 13 minutes left. Let's see. All right, see, it's starting to melt. Now, that the reason why that cheese hasn't melted yet, because it's that fake stuff. I don't know. It's plastic cheese, fat-free. It's probably got some shit in there that stops it from melting. But in about 3-4 minutes, I'm going to go in there and stir it up, then put it back. So now look at this contraption that I got. This thing is so cool. This is what I'm talking to you guys on. It's a magnet. It bends so you can put it on your neck at night when you're watching TV, or like if you're walking on the treadmill or the track, so you don't have to hold your phone up. And then I just put this. It's so cool. Like I've never seen this before. I happened to see it. I got some deal on it. It was like $7. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to show you. But yeah, so that's my buffalo chicken dip. So I got those poofs, those copycat poofs. I'm gonna try them tonight. You know, and if you guys are okay with those macros, I think it's worth a shot. I'll order hundreds of them. You know. What do I call this dish? I call this dish heaven in my mouth. It's buffalo chicken dip. That's what it is. It's buffalo chicken dip. And it's basically all protein. The original buffalo chicken dip is like a creamy, messy dip that you put chips and crap in there, which is how it's done. But mine is more of a super friendly, protein heavy recipe. Because hot sauce, you don't need the fat. Once the hot sauce is there and some of these spices, you don't need all that crazy fat to make it taste good. You know, I mean, we're talking, this is, you know, the whole recipe, which has probably got 25 servings, has maybe 15 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs. So each serving is like, you know, 1/3 of a gram of carbs. It's nothing. It's nothing. And it tastes like candy. And my mouth is watering thinking about it, you know. You don't got to use any of this stuff. Look, you can use a full recipe. Like I said before, you should always do the low-fat, high-protein one because you could always add to it later. You take it, put it in the microwave, add some real cheddar. That's what I'll do tonight. I'll add a little bit of real cheddar, maybe a couple of slices of real pepperoni, and when that melts, and then I'll put it maybe in my freshly sliced Genoa. I'll roll it up. It'll look like a taco. Or I put it on my mini mountain. Or I put it inside my omelet. I mean, it's you could do anything with it. Anything with it. This is good. I took almonds or even macadamia and I microwaved the crunch. I microwaved those with the buffalo dip and that crunch. You know, it's like my two worlds of cravings are those carbs and then this stuff. So it's like Fruity Pebbles or buffalo chicken dip. And I might go on the buffalo chicken dip side. So this makes all your dieting efforts so much easier. Because you don't really think you're dieting. This is all protein. And my buddy told me yesterday, like I told you, he goes, dude, PSMF is so easy with all these recipes you taught me. So, all right, if I can think of anything else, I'll come on later. I got another appointment in a little while. I got a conference call in a little while. So I got a little downtime. I'll play around with you guys again. Because I got to get better at these Facebook Lives so I can finally do a real YouTube channel. I have a real estate YouTube that I have tons of videos. But never really like this. This is different. You like my shirt? Will lift for bacon. Someone sent me this a long time ago. And I don't always walk around in tank tops. It's summertime. So wintertime I'll be covered up a little bit. So, all right. I hope you liked it. Definitely try it. And again, I'll let you know how these new poofs taste. And we'll go from there. All right? Peace out.